Let's journal today. Hi guys, well, welcome to March and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Nyake. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. So this is the bullet journaling setup for March and I want to welcome you to the new month. It's my birthday and it's my birthday month, and it is also a month I just generally like because it's my birthday month. Yeah, and this video is brought to you, of course, by the printables from justike.com. So if you are not up to speed, I like to include everyone in this bullet journaling journey. I like the art of beautiful writing, the art of doodling, and I do recognize that it's not everybody's strong point, and some people do not even have the time to be able to do this kind of thing. So we don't like to leave those people out, and we want to include them in the best way possible, which is why I created a printable. So what the printable does is that it helps you enjoy the nitty-gritty of bullet journaling just like us. You can have a cute little journal that still offers the great benefits of journaling without the hassle. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, be sure to check the links below. I have an Etsy shop, and also you can access it through justike.com under printables. You'll be able to find it, and every quarter we have a new one, so be sure to check that out. Now let's go journaling. For March, I decided that I wanted a little chill theme because if you don't know, March is my birthday month, and for this year I decided, because last year I thought I had more life than what the year showed me. This year I decided not to take my birthday for granted and to actually enjoy the whole birthday shenanigans. So I picked a theme that sort of communicates rest and relaxation and celebratory mode, and that is wine. I don't personally take wine, but wine looks good and it's fun to draw in a like one glasses, so we can do that. And this month's theme is actually wine. So for my title page, I went for a little wine pouring glass. So this was inspired by the printable that you can find at justike.com, and it's just a little sesh of just pouring more life into my life already. So because it's my birthday, I am adding another year to my life, and this can be a symbolic thing. I'm just trying to sound deep. It's a wine pouring into a glass, and I did a little cute ribbon that I titled March. I used a bunch of my Tombow dual pens again. They've become my favorite thing to use for this setups. I'm still warming up to using the brush pens, so that's what I did, and I just wrote my title March. It was very, very simple, but I really liked how it turned out. Now for my quote page, I went with something again very current. So for my quote page, I went with something very current and something very relevant again to my life. I shared before on Instagram, if you don't follow me, you should, that how I have been struggling mentally since the year began, and I'm finally getting a grip of my life right now. So I just put a quote that I felt like, it's just a sentence that I keep telling myself over and over again, which is, it gets a lot better. And I just wanted to remind myself that yes, it gets a lot better. It gets a lot better when you work on it. It gets a lot better with time, and you just need to be patient with yourself, which is what I'm trying to do. Now, I finished it off with, I think it's called a mimosa. I really don't know alcoholic terms. I have no idea. I just like colored drinks in glasses. So we are going to call this the colored drink in a glass. And I put a lemon rind on the glass just to, you know, make it look a little bit bougie, and put the whole setup on a scroll because I just need to remind myself all the time. Also, scrolls are cool, but yeah, that's another story. Then we are going to a calendar, which is also another, it's like the page that usually takes me the longest, not in this spread though, the longest to set up. And this time I went with individual boxes, so I haven't done that in a while, since I think November, or since actually I think this year began. I have not actually put a calendar in individual boxes before. So I like this one because I do the little shadow things, and I love how it usually turns out. So I put individual boxes, I put my tracker as usual, and I put some little wine doodles as well just to finish it off. So this is when I actually decided what colors I want to pick for this month. At the beginning I was fumbling a lot, but I decided to go with 2 purple colors. I'm going to put the numbers on the description bar below so that you can go check them out as well. So I did a little nice calendar and I love it. Then next, it's my mood log. Again, I do like to log my moods in different things. Last month I did mood hearts. This month I decided to go with the parent of wine, or where wine is extracted from, which is the grapes, and I decided to put a bunch of grapes. Actually not like a bunch of bunches of grapes, okay, whatever, a bunch of grapes. So I did a little bunch of grapes that I'm going to color in depending on my moods. I have narrowed down my moods to 4. Usually I think I actually identify with 3. I'm either happy or bleh or sad, but this time I also include, so there's something like in between there where you're like, yeah, I don't care. I don't know what that is, but that's what we are doing over here in the mood log. Then my habit log is easily my favorite log for this month, just because of how it really turned out. I saw this really beautiful idea from someone on Instagram, I forget who, and I decided to sort of use it for this month. So what it is a poster of my habits basically, and then I use some really cute washi tape to stick it around to give it the look of a poster. And I did put my 6 habits. So last month I had 8 habits. I intended to add a 9th one, but then I never got around to doing it. So this time I picked the 6 most essential habits that I want to carry on this month so that I don't get super overwhelmed about it, and I wrote them in there, and I used my purple colors again. It was beginning to come together and take shape, and I really like how it turned out. my gratitude log, I kind of changed how the method is. I've been doing the same gratitude log for this whole journal, and the journal is almost over, so I decided to try a new one. Instead of having columns that, or rather rows, full on page rows, I decided to have 2 columns which have individual rows, which I can quickly just jot down things that I'm grateful for. I've been struggling to fill my gratitude log, but this time I hope I will be able to, because I intend to. And I finished it off with some glasses in the background. They are these cute wine glasses that have that yin and yang kind of setup, and I really like how that also turned out. I have my March goals. Again, it's something that I do every month, which is I set goals for individual months just to keep track of my overall goals that I set for this year. And last month, I think I did hit one of them, and I like to divide them into 4. So I have my goals, my personal goals, I have my career goals, then I have my relationship goals, I like to call them us, and my health goals, which has everything to do with my skincare and my overall well-being. So my mental well-being, my overall well-being. So every month I revisit them. Next, I have easily my second favorite. I don't know which one's my favorite at this point. My favorite part of my journal, and that is my sip and chill. It's also known as my brain dump. Depending on what I want or what my theme is, I do like to name them different things depending on my theme. So because this time it was a wine theme, I decided to call it a sip and chill page. And I went in with a little drawing of my ultimate goals and what I think is goals in terms of rest and relaxation and sipping and chilling and soft life. And this took me a long time, but I am really proud of how it turned out. I'm still learning how to use my pens properly, but so far I liked how it turned out and how everything just came together, and I hope to do more illustrations with my pens. And then the last but definitely not the least is my weekly spread. And this time I decided to go very simple, and I decided to do a 2-page spread. The theme was just like my title page, just wine and more life pouring into a glass, and I decided to go with a 2-page spread. I think I've said that. So I assigned different times, different spaces to different dates. I'm yet to decide how I'm going to do this, whether I'm going to do it horizontal or vertical, but either works at this point. And I just wanted to have a very chill beginning of the month weekly setup. So this took me, it was the shortest spread I think I did. It took me literally, I think 15 or so minutes just to put it together. I like to make my weekly spreads very simple, just because it's a no-brainer. It helps you set up every week, and making this weekly spreads a lot simpler helps you to journal a lot more, which is why we have the spread. So that concludes March, and that's how a March spread turned out. I struggled a little bit in the beginning, but it became a little bit more coherent and more amazing towards the end. I liked to sketch in this one, and I hope you liked it too. Here is an overview of the month, and I am going to see you in the next one. Remember to download your printables from justake.com, and I'm going to see you soon. For now, it's a bye from me.